Hello, kittens. Bear with me, I'm working on setting up a second cam. I need to go in and out. Hopefully they're still sleepy. Sorry, Dorian, not this time. Oh, what the hell. Come on in, boy. Ooh, I still need a tripod. Yeah, that'll help. Sorry, kid. There's no food there for you. Two of my 4K Brio webcams vanished. I picked up some new ones for this. I guess I can work on cam. I can use my cell phone as a remote camera now, too. Is that a hiss? Okay. You gonna give us your thunder purrs? The new version of Splash, our live stream broadcaster or studio, will automatically minimize low range sounds. So quiet noises where I would have to previously adjust the mic gain to get rid of. And with the mic, that it does automatically now. So you guys should be able to hear us loud and clear, but not hear all the hums of the fan and the house, the AC, or heater.
The nice thing about this room setup is that electrical wise, all the plugs are protected against ground faults and breaks. So if somebody chews a wire like they shouldn't and it causes a short, every outlet in this room will switch off. I got some cable protectors here too. Okay, the main cam will blank out briefly as I plug in the USB hub and plug everything into it. Okay, brief blackout. Please stand by. Yay, we're back. Okay, let me make sure everything is still the way it should be. Yep, 1080p, 60 frames per second. One moment while I do some cable maintenance.
reusing the old the old KittenCam PC, I might be able to go 60 frames per second on one of the other cams. Right now, cam 2. We shall try. Okay. Plug this one in. Got picture. And it's coming in good. Now the thing I'm going to look for now is make sure there's no picture flickering, which means the USB bus is overloaded. I'll try for a SkyCam on this one. Just a little bit short. Okay, I need a short USB 3 extension cable. I think I know what it is. I'll be right back. Mr. D will be staying here with you. Dorian says he's not a babysitter. Okay, you can go out now, buddy. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can add this. Although cam 1 having issues. Okay, cam 1 will go blank for a brief moment. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure everything's still okay. Yep. Trying to get everything up on top of the cabinet. Okay, one moment. There we go. I think I might be just pushing the USB 3 plus capacity. Okay, you may not be liking that extension cable. It's a good thing the cam went out because there was some minor cursing. Okay, it's gonna have to go out again. Change the way this is plugged. Welcome back. I had to stuff the broadcaster because the picture froze. And relaunched the app. There we go, we're back again. Dealing with technology is 9 parts, or 8 parts intelligence, 1 part cursing, and 1 part blind luck. Okay. A little bit of cable maintenance. Make things fiance approved. Now let's try to give you guys a SkyCam. What? Yeah, I'm gonna try to do better than this. Oh, you're tripping me, boy. Let me fix the main cam angle. Since we got a upward view, I'm gonna try to angle it down just a little bit. What? Sky view's got a light view too. Okay, I'll take a moment and I will pet you. Give you all the loving that you desire. These two came from Homeward Pet Adoption Center. Jessica volunteers for them. They reached out for emergency fosters because these guys were surrendered like the last day they were open before they closed for the COVID virus. They're very loving, very talkative, very playful. very much in trouble. Yes, you are. Every time I open that door, they're like, boom. We're going to be hooking up a monitor in here that sticks against the wall over there that will allow us to watch, see what you guys can see without staring at a phone, and also watch chat. The text is getting a little bit too small for my eyes. Oh, look at this guy. They're 7.5 months old, neutered, microchipped, barrel tested, got their shots, got everything that needs to be done. Zuko here had a umbilical hernia, so he needed to get surgery on his belly. The best to our knowledge is that they are siblings. He's a tabby and a tick tabby, which means between his stripes he has salt and pepper for light and dark. And Zuko has some very faint tabby stripes in his black. Now, SkyCam probably won't be available just right away because after I get out of here, it's dinner time. And I'm not sure, but I don't think that the new YouTube broadcast format allows for multiple cams on one event like we've had in the past. Hey Twix, how you doing, boy? Sorry guys, not dinner time yet. They have 2 feeders. We do time feedings now. Plus wet food 3 times a day. 2 or 3. Okay, let me grab my phone and give you guys a quick tour of the room using the remote cam. Okay, there we go. Oops, I think someone's coming. I got. Okay, back to the main cam. We're gonna do a brief tour, but it's.
I saw that. I saw that. That's why I came in.
We can do more than one tour or two. Back to the cell phone. Say hi, Jess.
So what time is it?
4:40.
The feeders are going to go off in 20 minutes.
Our trees are in bloom.
So wait, are you giving a tour or what? Are you just showing?
Right, huh? I can let you give the tour and I just point at you.
Okay.
Excuse the mess, I still haven't tidied
Yes.
up.
So right now we're trying,
That was a good thing that cam's not live right now.
hopefully to protect this. So the brown beam's kind of like the house beam in the kitchen. And then storage up in here. And if you look at the knobs, we have cat knobs. And so right now is extra scratchers in there. And then in here right now we don't have anything but extra storage.
Let me show them. Okay, it's the same knobs on
Yep.
that side.
And then this is the bench John and I put together. So we bought the wood as a blank slate. And it was, John had to stain it multiple times on both front and back. So actually it's a tree that came from the UW campus. It was, they had to take it down and it was infected by beetles. So you could see
Yep.
all of the marks here. And apparently it was larger and rounder than their porch. So he cut it down and then he gets all the slab and he sold it, and lots of UW students like bought it from the East Coast
And professors.
shipped it, and professors, and it was a big deal. So we got a slab of it, and then John put the pedestals on underneath. So these are the feeders that we're using. We use them in the house as well, and I added a 1 o'clock feeding on there. So they aren't getting a tablespoon; they're actually getting 1/8 of a cup 4 times a day, which is equals a half a cup altogether. John got this from a friend, which is, I haven't put it out because I'm not a fan. It's a chair. I don't think these cats specifically will use them, but maybe they'll prove me wrong.
It came from a Donner's adopter from the reindeer kittens.
And there's no heater bed in here right now, so John installed the windowsill and painted all of this.
Show them the blinds.
The blinds we got. We pull it down halfway in that night.
Yeah, I could totally see kitties opening the blinds.
Yes, and then this is a cat tree that came from our house, but for the boys they're really long and very athletic, and so they needed something that was a little taller.
Yeah, we probably won't normally have this one unless we have older guys in here,
Yeah.
which gives a little bit more extra difficulty with the height.
And then we went over the dresser, but this is used to as a baby changing table that we got in West Seattle off of Craigslist, and then we painted it, and you guys saw the Kruger.
Fogra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kruger. And then
Fake cougar.
so in here we have lots of toys, and a lot of this was donated that I was going through and as I organized everything. So this is a whole drawer of funny kicks, which these guys love. And again, we have the cat knobs on it. And then more toys in here. So some of this stuff I don't think has been opened a lot, but we'll get to it as time goes. Lots of kitten stuff that's been donated. A package from that hasn't been opened yet, but we will. And then here are the open toys. So we've got plenty of toys. I don't think we need any more at the moment. Lots of toys. The boys specifically love the mouses, which I think I told you guys already. They're going to help. But we have to take off their tails for these boys specifically.
Yeah, Zuko likes to chew on them.
Look at it. And then 1,000 of these guys, because Nakia loves these. I think 100 of these.
Yep.
That's Nakia's favorite toy in the house.
Zuko.
And
Twix.
they're helping tour. So in here we got medical stuff and hanging stuff. So lots of syringes, feeding stuff. And then here's just more medical, like weighing out food, if we wanted to, brushes.
Stethoscopes, chip readers.
Chip readers, yep. And then down here where the wands are being kept, along with lots of chicken fish. So I know you guys will be very excited about this. I think I brought it out for a minute and the boys weren't very interested in it. So we could put a shark on them though.
Yep.
Let me see. Oh. What do you think? You're not impressed? Oh no! Get it! Looks like a diaper on you, silly.
That's not how you wear a shark costume.
Okay, we'll try that later. So the toys are kept in here. I don't know, did someone give you this, John? What's this?
I forget.
Okay. And so that's the baby changing. I think eventually we might use it as to dish out food on, cleaning supplies. But here's the heater pad that my guys absolutely love, and they love. And I think we got that from Homeward Pet too. The nice thing about Homeward Pet is actually they'll take in all these really great trees, and then they'll resell them, and they'll make money for the shelter. So it's a great way if you have things that you want to donate, they'll resell them. And then if you turn around is the whiteboard that John might have mentioned earlier. So we're going to put a picture of Mount Rainier hopefully today up here. And so when they arrived. So Homeward Pet is doing a little bit of, they have everyone out in fosters, and so Homeward Pet is doing a hashtag Tales from Foster, again, because they have lots of dogs and cats out in foster, so hopefully when we're doing posts, we're using that. The goal for these guys specifically is to eat, play, and sleep, so we're going to use a lot of the Jackson Galaxy's techniques. And then in the next week, we're going to start working on clicker training. So Homeward Pet has an actual behavioral manager, and one of the things that we were working on before the closure was Jackson Galaxy's clicker training. We were approved to be part of their schooling, I guess how you say it. So we're going to start clicker training, and I'm actually doing some advanced certification on clicker training, so we'll work on that, and then maybe an obstacle course. And then the daily schedule, so really important for me and the house is that we have a schedule for all 10 cats. And so you'll see in the mornings we'll be here between 9 and 10, probably more closer to 10 to feed them. And then cleaning, and which you saw this morning, we'll do between 10 and 12. And then the evenings, dinners, we try to like to do late dinners for the house, but it could be anywhere from 6 to 10, and then we'll be back in to do another scooping. And so hopefully the nap times are between like 12 and 2 and 4, so that might be the slowest time of the day for the room. And then they did poop this morning, so I just want to keep track of everyone's healthy poop. And then we just have items here for that John's gotten over the years. And then one last thing. And then this is our list to do from the construction. I think we've gotten it all done. Run cables is left, and plane. Yep, we did that. So that's all done. Yay. And then this is a gift from my mother for Christmas. She thought we should put it in the litter room area. You have to show it so that Mom will be all proud. And that's it. And that's the room tour.
Okay. Now I can show you what he sees. This is what he sees right now. He's looking around. He sees a door.
I'm going to play with them because they're going to eat in a few minutes. So I want to...
Okay, I'm going to switch back to the main cam now.
get you guys some 60 frames per second action.
Was there someone on the door?
No, that was just me.
You guys have enough toys. Are you gonna keep that heater bit unplugged?
No, I just unplugged it back in yet.
We could move it to the other one over there.
There goes that.
You want to try the shark again? That would be kind of cool. What did you get from Lowe's?
I got a new short shepherd's hook
Oh,
and 2 springs, so I could do like a zip tie on each one. I got a hook with a screw, so maybe we can get the corn cups like dangle and spring around. And if that doesn't work, I got small hooks for like the garage sale signs that I can hang from.
oh, that's funny. So we had 2 squirrels out today because the goal is we're trying to get a lot more activity in the front yard, and we got corn on the cob yesterday, and we just put 2 into the front yard, and then this morning one of the squirrels ran off with it into under the tree. It was quite funny. So we had a lot of birds this morning, so that's very exciting. We went to a bird feed store in Redmond over by Overlake, and they had some amazing bird seed that is getting a lot of action, so that's very exciting. Penny is very happy about it.
Can you toss me that catnip thing he's laying on right there?
This one?
Yeah.
It says live streaming is not available, dear. Is that not, it's not hooked up.
Oh, we're broadcasting.
I don't know what it says. Oh, I'm on the other one. Okay, did it change it?
I don't know.
No.
Shouldn't
I think John said yesterday that Nakia isn't ready. B hisses at them, and one of Jessica's cats could come.
Like just see these 2 legs, just like flush it with the carpet. Oh, well, that was a lot.
What?
Trying to like move this up a little.
Okay, so yeah, so Nakia's not ready to come in. She's a little shyer, and then B is not a fan of other cats. We're finding she's had a hardest time adjusting to my cats moving in. So she gets a little stressed out. So she'll sit at the door hissing and spitting at them. Actually, she has seen them multiple times, and then my cat Penny and Ruthie come in. And then my other 2 cats, Eddie and Libby, are pretty much downstairs kitties. So they've seen them when they ran off yesterday and made it downstairs, but Oh, I'm mumbling? Someone tell me if I'm mumbling. You need to raise the volume, they're asking.
The low volume catch might be triggering early. In the meantime, you could speak a little louder.
Okay. I got my pants from Target or Fred Meyer's. I think it was Fred Meyer's.
You're not even watching where you're aiming that thing, are you?
I am.
There's a steady cat go.
Well, you're in the line of fire, so. Do you want this spot?
No, I'm good.
Oh, it says you're the mumbler. Thank you.
Oh,
but I do want to know if I'm mumbling, please.
I was kind of just talking to myself, so I told them about looking at the TV right there.
Yeah, that would be very helpful for me. Yours is going to turn in a minute.
Yeah, the feature I'm using is called noise gate. I'm going to turn it off so you get an idea of how much it's actually cutting out.
Mumble, watching, aiming, mumble.
And now I'm going to turn it back on. Hopefully that'll filter out a lot of the low noises. I'm out of practice. I need to enunciate more.
Oh, and we need to slow down.
Yeah. We got to breathe
Well,
occasionally.
I'm from New York. That's going to be hard. Sorry.
They think we need a large screen in here.
I agree. I can barely see this.
Would that monitor be too big?
No.
Or too small out there?
Well, I don't think we could fit anything bigger. Your turn. Your turn.
Be sure to thank the CCers. I bet you I won't be mumbling for that. Once we leave. It's a thankless, or it's not a thankless job because we're thanking them, but we don't pay them any much more than donut crumbs. It's a volunteer job. They do it because they love it. They want to help.
What?
There's doubt about your,
What about my what?
that you don't have a New York accent.
Oh.
She's been living out here on the West Coast for many, many years. But trust me, it's like she does.
I grew up on Long Island in Port Jefferson, New York, and went to school in upstate New York, Plattsburgh. I left New York altogether in '98. I've lived all over the country, Midwest, Southeast, and then I moved out here in '07. Apparently when I get mad, my New York accent comes out.
Fortunately, I don't hear it too often. There's certain words that she says that they always have New York idea for one. Idea.
Mm-hmm. It's the A's. And when I go back to New York, it comes back real quick. But I definitely have the New York attitude, very straight, direct. And I talk fast.
Well, I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and step out.
Hopefully the boys take another nap.
Yep.
Oh, someone lived in Port Jeff Station when she was 5. Jersey cat. Oh, sweet. My mom still lives in Port Jeff. College roommate, sounds New York.
Let me show you what the SkyCam will look like. There it is.
Where?
Oh, I need to show more of the tower. You can't see the tower. Ah, I failed.
Yeah. How was your din-din for your supper? Did you? Thank you for saving some for your brother. That's very nice of you. Go take a nap. You want another shark outfit? Oh, we should bring the shark outfit for Eddie. Oh, I'm gonna bring that out for Eddie.
I'm sorry, Eddie.
We'll post pictures of Eddie in the shark outfit. Eddie's my cat. This might not fit him. Eddie was watching the boys play earlier on the living room TV. It was very funny. I posted it on my personal account on Facebook.
Most of her posts are friends only, so. Yeah.
Oops. Oh, flop. Do you want to try it, Twix? No, why is it still? It still has the.
There we go. SkyCam view, top of the tower, see most of the room. In fact, you pretty much see just about all of it.
Oh wait.
So I'll probably switch it manually on the main stream with her sleeping someplace where nobody can see them, and I happen to be actively watching.
Oh, you look so cute. You're such a good boy. These are so handsome. Handsome. We haven't given them any treats, so when we start clicker training, they are going to be so excited. Oh, and my slippers are from my mother. She was very excited to see them.
Well, guys, be safe, stay indoors, don't risk your health while we all get through this together. Even if you're not in a area that's having a lot of infections,
Can you shut that window?
it's better safe than sorry in this case. I want to keep you guys around. Keep you guys around, that is. All right, enjoy the kittens. Have a nice day.